Audible to everyone. Just type yes in the chat box if you are able to listen my voice. Audible to everyone. Just type yes in the chat box if you are able to listen my voice. Okay. In today's session, we are going to discuss about ELK tool integration with Spring Boot. Okay. So what is this ELK and how can we integrate with Spring Boot that we are going to see here? So ELK stands for Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana. It's a combination of three softwares. Okay, here E means actually Elasticsearch. It's a software, one tool. Okay, L means actually Logstash. And K means Kibana. Okay, so this is combination of three softwares. It's a combination of three softwares actually here. ELK. It is given by a company called Elastic. Elastic.co is actually company name here. It is a product of Elastic.co. Okay, so here why this ELK software is actually required that we are going to see. So far we wrote different kind of Spring Boot applications. Okay, these Spring Boot applications we are actually deploying in the production environment here. So once you deploy in production environment, if any success messages, failures, or anything if you want to observe, that is actually check, everything is actually placed in a log file. Log file is generally one text type of file. Okay, if you want to search any errors, actually if you got any errors in the production, okay, so or else any success messages, failures, warnings, everything, those are actually placed in the log file. Okay, this log file is a text file. We have to open this log file and search manually. Okay, search with control F and just enter some keyword like error, or enter some controller name, rest controller name, and search here. This actually manual search. Okay, this log file searching I want to visualize by using one UI. Okay, so that is actually we are going to use a combination of Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana. Okay, let me show the process actually what it is actually doing. Okay, I'll show step by step what it's actually doing. Observe here. First of all, we have placed our application in the production environment here. Okay, end client machine, that is something like a browser, they are actually making the request. Okay, our application exists in server. This is server. Okay, we placed actually our application here. Okay, this is actually client machine. Okay, what this client machine is actually doing, okay, it is actually making request, okay, and getting the response. Okay, that's fine here. Okay, in this application, okay, there could be some errors or warnings, success messages, everything will be taken into log file. Everything is taken into log file by using SLF4j log4j combination here. We wrote previous examples. Okay, the data will be taken into a particular log file. Okay, so once you got this log file here, okay, then this log file contains so many number of lines. There could be any multiple number of lines actually here. Searching this log file is not much easy process actually here. Okay, so because we have to open this log file and check some date wise or something like keyword based, searching is actually complicated process. Of course, everything is available. What are the exceptions occurred? All the details will be available in this log file. Now, actually, this log file is a text representation. I want to keep it as a UI format. Okay, I want to keep it as a UI format here. Okay, so here, this log file, what I just want to do, I want to show in a visualized format so that developer or maintenance team can search in a easily. I want to show everything, all the logs in the UI. Okay, so that if anybody wants to search some data, okay, so, or some time based, for example, 4 days back, what are the logs available? Okay, or what are the errors available? Like that, if I want to search in an easy way, I want to search this log file in an easy way. So I want to provide this UI. So this UI is actually Kibana. It's a Kibana. Kibana provides one UI software. That's actually it's a UI. So that you can search logs in an easy way. Okay, time based, date based, keyword based, message based, error based. Okay, like that you can search everything here. But directly data will not be sent to Kibana. In the mediators, we need two more softwares. The first one, Elasticsearch, second one, Logstash, and third one, Kibana. But our final target is showing the log file at Kibana. Okay, Kibana is actually one UI, okay, where it will display our log file lines. Okay, but someone has to collect this data. Someone has to collect this data, means read this log file. Okay, after reading the log file, okay, from different places, we can send it to here. Okay, to read this log file, actually, we are using one more software actually here. Okay, which will read our log file from the different locations. That is actually called Logstash. Okay, so in simple meaning, actually reading the log file here. Logstash, if you provide the log file location, okay, we have to provide the log file location which will read the log file here. It's actually going to read our log file data. Okay, so even you can give multiple log file location. It supports even microservice also here. Okay, that's actually here. That's actually log data here. Complete log data it is going to read. Okay, once you read here, you can just filter some content actually here. Okay, how you want to print, what data you want to read. Okay, whenever any exception message is printed, there could be some stack trace. Okay, stack trace that will be printed at multiple lines, our exceptions. Okay, no, I don't want this many lines. Actually, I want some particular something you will see yet are caused. Okay, those lines only you want to read. Okay, I'll show the full stack trace at console also. You will understand. I want to read some at or caused. Okay, those only I want to read. Okay, starting at or caused I want to read here. Those only I want to read and I want to write it to log file. Yes. Okay, so you want to do some such filtering or reading. Okay, or modification here. Yes, you can do here. Okay, so in that case, what we are going to do here, so we are going to use one analytical tool that is actually which will search our content and it will analyze and give it to Kibana. Okay, that is actually Elasticsearch. That's actually called Elasticsearch. Okay, it will actually supports data filterization. Okay, it's actually a search tool. It's actually search tool actually here. It's internally it is going to work on base JSON based. Okay, it supports actually search. Okay, what kind of data you want to take it here. Okay, for example, I want error based data. Okay, here you can just mention here. So whatever the data is given by Logstash, okay, that's actually going to be taken by Elasticsearch here. It will collect, it will collect, okay, here it will process or just modify here, it will display. Okay, simply if you want to say here, it is actually collect. Okay, just it is actually process. If you want to do some support actually here, it is actually going to do display. Like we have three simple softwares. Okay, it's not much complicated to configure even. It's an easy process only here. Kibana, everything it will show visualized format. Okay, you can search in an easy way. So based on date and time here, you can search. Based on the keyword, you can search here. Okay, so this log file, even there could be multiple log files like this. There could be multiple log files, dot, dot, dot. I'm just writing here. Okay, so this multiple locations also you can give it to Logstash. It will read all the locations. Okay, so after reading this one here, it is going to give the data to Elasticsearch here. It will read from Logstash actually. From there, data will be sent to UI. Okay, this actually ELK software here. This is our simple Spring Boot application we are going to write, and write normal exceptions here, throw some exceptions, write some success messages and all here. Okay, now observe here. So your left side configuration, okay, this is our application. This is complete Spring Boot application plus deploy, means run our application in a particular environment. Okay, this actually called ELK stack support. This is called ELK stack support here. Okay, so we are actually integrating these two. We are actually integrating here. Okay, so our Spring Boot application and ELK stack support, we are actually integrating here. So we'll see how to do this one actually step by step. Okay, observe here. So what is Elasticsearch here? Okay, so it's actually one search engine. Search engine. Okay, that works based on the JSON. Okay, it's actually based on JSON configuration. Okay, it's actually here. So it's actually mainly supports even distributed. That means multiple types of data modules are there, even that supports actually here. For example, if you take something like a MongoDB, okay, so if you want to search the data from MongoDB, yes, it supports actually here. Okay, it's even supports it's a distributed mechanism here. It's a distributed even. Okay, even it supports analytics. For example, I just mentioned right here. Okay, so filter the data or process the data. That supports even analytics actually here. Okay, supports actually analytics actually. Such filterings, calculating the details and all here. Logstash. Okay, what Logstash will do here? It's a data collector. We can simply call it as actually it's a data collector. Okay, it creates a simple pipeline between a log file and our Kibana UI here. That's actually process. Okay, and simple it actually creates a pipe communication here. Okay, read it and give it, read it and give it. It's like a pipe communication here. We can also call it's a data pipeline. It's also called as data pipeline. Okay, this is actually called as data pipeline here. Okay, so it behaves like something like read data and give it to Elasticsearch actually here. Okay, so that is completely going to store with Elasticsearch. Hey, just keep it with you. Okay, and once Kibana asks, just give it to them here. That is actually going to mention here. Okay, so understand some points here. Okay, Spring Boot application will be deployed in a location that provides log messages to a log file. Okay, that's the first point here. We are writing one application, Spring Boot application, that is giving log file. Okay, log file is a text type internally. Okay, searching details, errors, warnings. It is a bit complication, complex task, because it's a lengthy file and it's a manual process also here. So what we have to do? So we are using ELK. So this one makes our searching easy. Log file, it will read the log file and it will display all the content here. So log file content searching will be easy. log file content will be searching will be easy. Okay, so here we are using ELK for easy search of log file data. That is only major purpose here. So ELK, it is just reading the data and just showing as a UI format. Okay, then for this what we have to do? Okay, so we have to do one configuration actually. Okay, that's actually we have to download 3 softwares and set up, and parallel we are going to write project also here. Okay, so I'll be giving download locations one by one here. The first one is actually Elasticsearch. 3 softwares we have to download and just run those softwares. Elasticsearch is the first one here, and second one Logstash, and third one is a Kibana. Okay, we have to download and configure these 3 softwares actually here. Okay, first Elasticsearch. Okay, this actually download Elasticsearch here. This is a location. Step number 1, go to Elasticsearch location, choose OS based link. Okay, here I'm using Windows operating system, so you can just download whatever the software that you want to use. I'm just working with a Windows operating system here, so using this one. Okay, click on this Windows, so it will start downloading. I'm just doing cancel. I have already downloaded this. Okay, so this one I'm just showing here. Once you download here, you will get a zip. Extract that zip. To one location. Okay, and here once you extract here, you will get some folder systems here. Go to bin folder. There is a batch file will be there, or if you download something like Linux based, you will be getting shell script. You have to run that one. Okay, open folder, bin, and click on batch file Elasticsearch. Name also available same here, Elasticsearch .bat. It's a .bat. Okay, just click on that one actually here. Double click on that one. Okay, so it will start. So Elasticsearch will start on port number. It's actually 9200. Okay, you can enter something like localhost. So full URL if you want to see something like HTTP localhost 9200. Okay, let me show that one here. I have already downloaded those softwares actually. Okay, these are already extracted folders. Just I'm deleting these extracting folders here. Okay, it will take some time, download and installation process. Okay, meanwhile, we do some coding part also here. Okay, here you can see it's Elasticsearch for Windows, Kibana, and Logstash. Okay, so I'm just deleting the extracted folders. It will take some time. Okay, meanwhile, we'll write one application also and remaining process also. Second one, Logstash. Okay, so first of all, we have to download the software here. Okay, so I'm just giving this location. It's a download Logstash. This is a location, and you can see it's a Windows operating system we have. or other operating systems also we have. Go to this location. Step number 1, go to location, same, choose OS based link, extract. Step number 2 and 3, same here. Okay, once you extract here, okay, and there you will need some additional configuration. I'll show that configuration later actually. Create one file, that is actually called logstash config dot conf. This file we have to create actually here. Okay, so with some configuration, okay, that configuration file, if you want to see here, you can get the guidelines here only. It's a logstash configuration. They're showing download and unzip. Okay, please create a logstash configuration and run with the command. They're showing here clearly. So look at this config file sample. If you want to see, some input and output will be there. Okay, and of course we can write filter. It's a minimum configuration they're providing here. Reading the data, okay, and just, okay, performing some operation here. Okay, that's actually Elasticsearch. That's actually is going to print. From there we are going to read the data. Okay, some basic configuration will be there. I'll give my own configuration. If you want to read some more examples here, one link is there. You can just go through this input, filter, and output. What kind of messages you want to see and what kind of data that you want to filter here. Okay, everything you can mention here. 3 stages will be there actually. One is actually reading the file from the particular location, and second one is actually filter what kind of data you want to take it. Okay, and third one is actually here, so where exactly you want to store here, and from there you are going to print at UI. Okay, this completely configuration we need to provide here on logstash actually here logstash. If you provide here, it will read the input from where we have to read the input, okay, to where we have to give here logstash configuration, and from there Elasticsearch it is going to read from UI. Okay, reading the input, and after this one it is going to store here, give it to Elasticsearch here. Okay, we need to create the configuration. For reference you can go through this. I'll give my own configuration later. Okay, finally you need to run this actually. Okay, run this file. Okay, run this command. Okay, you need to go to under the bin location. There we have a batch file that is called logstash. Okay, -f file location. What is the file name and location? We have to provide here logstash.conf. Okay, in the execution order, okay, you execute logstash on third. It's a by mistake I gave here. So second, execute Kibana. First Elasticsearch, Kibana. First finish these two execution, then you do logstash execution at last. Okay, so here second we have to run the Kibana software even. Okay, again same one. Go to Kibana download location here. Okay, there you will get some basic commands actually how you have to run here. Okay, Elastic host is there, some pointing. Okay, run Kibana batch. Okay, point to some particular URL. They are also providing some basic setup here, how to do all the steps if you go to that software. Okay, here you just choose Windows OS here. Okay, here I'm just writing this one. We need to start all 3 softwares actually, Elasticsearch, Kibana, and at last Logstash. Okay, Logstash should be attending here so that it will read and connect to Elastic. Elastic will be connected to Kibana. So this is a better order actually here. Okay, next, once you download here, okay, there you have to extract this one, choose one operating system and extract that zip. Okay, and you will be finding one config file that is actually kibana.yml. Okay, inside that you have to point out to Elasticsearch. Okay, link Kibana with Elasticsearch. Here we have Elasticsearch software and Kibana softwares. We have to link these two. These two softwares we actually link. Okay, how to link? Okay, so we'll be having one file that is actually under config folder. Okay, kibana.yml. Kibana.yml. There we have to uncomment one line. Uncomment one line actually here. Okay, so what is the line? Okay, you can just see here only. We will be having elasticsearch.host. Okay, there already a line will be there that will be pointing to 9200 here. Just uncomment that line actually here is equals to something here. It will be pointed to 9200. This location it will be there. If it is not there, you can add it. It will be there already. You just uncomment it. Sufficient. Okay, you just uncomment here. Then run command actually here. Under the bin folder again same. Okay, under the bin folder here. Okay, you will be finding that's actually kibana.bat. Okay, this is a process actually. Okay, so here now look at, first of all we have three softwares. Extract Elasticsearch here, extract Kibana software, and extract Logstash software. Already I have downloaded here. Okay, done. It's actually going, let it be. Now meanwhile what we have to do, okay, this side software download, setup and process going. Okay, I'll show that all. Okay, all this process I'll show. Step number 1, 2, 3 is going actually here. One already done. Okay, there's a second, 1 and 2 done. Extracting now, and extracting here. Okay, remaining configurations I'll do. Here I'm writing one Spring Boot application. Okay, write one Spring Boot application and create a simple log file. Okay, so some log message should come here. Just I'm writing here. Spring Boot log testing ELK. Next button, choosing a web dependency. You can add so many. Okay, like security, Eureka, everything you can add, no problem. Minimum requirement is a web dependency. Okay, later you can add data JPA. Okay, write one microservice also, not issue. Next button and finish button. Okay, one application is getting created here. Okay, you can add Lombok, data JPA, everything here. But my target is just writing some content to a log file. Okay, our target is not writing this application here now. Okay, you can write with all your setup and configurations. Okay, my target is writing some content to log file here. That's it. Our target is just writing some log lines here. Okay, I am just writing a simple REST controller. Okay, just I'm writing like payment REST controller. I'm just writing here dot REST. You can take previous examples if you have already. Just enable the log lines. Okay, there I'm writing @REST controller. And request mapping / payment public string do payment. Return success. I'm just writing a dummy logic here / do pay. Okay, now generally we write print stack trace. Okay, but this print stack trace, okay, if you observe here, it will print a full stack trace actually here. This is actually printed at console by using internal system.error. I want to print this actually. It is printed like this. Suppose, okay, that is actually it and cast exception in the main thread like this example here. So something like yet is there, right? These are the multiple lines I just want to read here. Okay, I just want to read this into one string format. Okay, I'll show how to read that actually. Okay, I'm just creating one logger object, private static final. It's a logger object I'm just creating. Log is equals to, it's a logger factory dot get logger. Okay, so here this payment rest controller dot class, I'm just writing this one. Okay, printing some messages actually here. Log dot info, entered into payment service, payment process. Okay, just I'm writing here, payment about to start. Okay, throwing one manual exception here, throw new some runtime exception. Okay, you write some code actually, you create a custom exception, insufficient finds and like that. Okay, you can just create your own exceptions also here. No balance exception, just I'm writing like this. Okay, just printing the log lines here, log dot error. Okay, unable to process, unable to process payment. Okay, here I'm just printing e dot get message. Only this message will come here. No sir, I want to read everything, complete log data. I want to read line by line into this errors track also. If you want to read, I'll show some utility class later. As of now, let it be. It's a minimum requirement I'm just writing here. Okay, that's fine here. And next, if we come to your application, we have to give one logging file name location. Logging dot file dot name is equals to, where is your log file? Okay, where is your log file location? You have to provide any location is fine. Just I'm taking this one, my logs location is there. In this location, I just want to place. It's a F drive, my logs. Okay, ELK logs, ELK test. I'm just writing dot log file. Okay, so here we are just writing one REST controller. Observe, we are just writing one REST controller. Okay, loggers enabled here, and we mentioned where exactly it is actually to be stored. That means a simple application we just created. Okay, we'll run this application. It's still not over. We'll just modify this track trace also if you want here. Okay, let it be. Okay, then we'll come to this above process actually here. Okay, one, create web application, define REST controller, provide log details and file name. Okay, that's done. We'll run this application later. Okay, we'll do this process. Okay, first we go to Elasticsearch. Okay, we extracted, go to bin folder and click on elasticsearch.bat. Okay, here we have Elastic software. It's a Elasticsearch. Okay, so here there is a first folder. You can see it's a bin folder. It's a bin folder. So here there is a file available, elasticsearch.bat. You may not see extension if you did not enable the extension in the view folder. Under the view, under the view menu, okay, there will be option file name extensions. If checkbox is clicked, you can see extension. Else you see window batch of file or shell script. Okay, so you can double click or copy the location with a command prompt, and then you can type, open the command prompt in this location. Okay, you can just enter the file name or simply double click also fine. Elasticsearch.bat. Okay, you can just open like this and press enter. It will take some time. Make sure that you have installed everything, JDK softwares and set up everything. Of course, you are writing Spring Boot means all the setup might be there. It will take some time. First time we are running actually because old configuration I have deleted. It's like again running from first time. Just now extracted. Takes time. Okay. So once it is started, you can see the port number. It's a 9200. You can see here. It's a 9200. I'm just entering this URL. Okay, you can just cross verify Elasticsearch started or not. Okay, it will show something like cluster name, like details here. Just for confirmation, if you are able to see this JSON content, yes. Okay, so we observe only UI, that we actually run only Kibana UI. Elasticsearch, we will not enter any URL. Just for confirmation, is that started properly or not? Just go and check with the port number and then close it. Okay, we don't need that actually. We actually enter the UI of Kibana only. Okay, next, this done here. Next, Kibana. Okay, so first go to extracted folder of Kibana here. Okay, so I have just downloaded and extracted to a folder. Okay, that's fine. Okay, then in the config folder, you will be finding kibana.yml. There is actually a second folder, config folder, under the Kibana software. There you can find the config folder. Open that config folder. It's a kibana.yml, edit. Okay, scroll down. Okay, you can find elasticsearch.host. In case of somewhat old versions, actually, this is the latest one we downloaded and working here. In the old, you will see URL, elasticsearch.url. In the latest one, they change the name to host. Okay, in the old one, you may see something like a URL. Latest one is actually host. Okay, symbol hash is there. Okay, that is actually comment. Remove that one, delete. See, symbol hash will be there. Line number 32, starting first character. I'm just deleting and saving. Control yes. Save this file. Yes. Or else you can type manually also. Elasticsearch.host is equals to, what is this 9200? Okay, so this Elasticsearch file we are modifying. Okay, so that's actually connecting to, okay, that's actually just we are mentioning that actually connected to Elasticsearch. Hey, Kibana software. Okay, so Elasticsearch is running on 9200 software. Just we are connecting. Okay, so this is a Kibana file. What exactly you see? It's a Kibana. So mapping Kibana with, so mapping Kibana with Elasticsearch for reading. To create this link, we are just creating this link actually here. That's it. Just uncomment this line actually inside the kibana.yml file. Okay, kibana.yml. Okay, just modify this. You can cross verify again. Line number 32 around, or else you can search with the word elasticsearch.host. Yes, it is fine. Close this one. Done. And now you have to run the command, go to bin folder kibana.bat. Come back one step here. There you can find bin folder. You can find bin folder here. Okay, just open this one. Okay, and you can come to this folder location again, command prompt. It's a kibana.batch. Press enter. It could be shell script also. .sh also you will find in case of other Linux operating system. Take some time. Wait for a second. Okay, it is started here. I forgot to mention this point. It will be running on 5601 port number. Enter URL in browser. Okay, there's a Kibana actually here. Now go and just enter this URL. It's a Kibana UI UC. It's the product of Elastic. Let it be. We'll do some config. We have to do some configuration here at two steps. One is actually at the dashboard configuration, one-time configuration. Then you can discover. Okay, dashboard and discover here. We have analytics. Okay, we'll do that later. At last, I'll give these two. Let it be. Still, it's not over. We have to do configuration of Logstash. Okay, Logstash configuration we have to do here. Observe. Now, first we'll go to Logstash extracted location. We'll come to Logstash folder. This is Logstash. We have downloaded and extracted here. Okay. Then under the bin folder, observe carefully. Under the bin folder, okay, you have to create one file. The file name should be Logstash conf. Here I'm just creating one file in this location. Observe carefully. In this location, I'm creating the one file here. Right click, new, one text file. I'm just creating this one. Or as you open the file and just create, that's fine. It's a Logstash conf. It's actually creating. Logstash batch will take the input. Where you have batch file, there only you can create. Of course, you can create in different place also, and you can pass that location at runtime. That's fine. Okay, I'm just creating here only. You can create outside, inside the conf folder. Anywhere is fine, but just I'm creating here itself. Okay, open this file. It's a empty file. I am just placing here. Okay, this structure, you can just find out how it is going to be. There's a guideline example link I just gave here, how to configure this one. Okay, where to read this one, and what to filter, and how to print this data. So sample output they are going to give here. Okay, so file details. Okay, what you want to read, that's actually here. Matching content, actually filtering content. Okay, and how you want to print actually here. This actually we are giving the configuration for Logstash. Now we are actually doing Logstash. Here only we have to create config file. Logstash config file we have to do. Okay, already I have collected this one. I'm just opening this file here, copying the same and placing here. Look at. So input, filter, output. Read the content actually. We are actually connecting to Java applications here. And what is the location of this log file? Come to your application.properties. And this is a location. Just copy and paste here. Okay. So that's actually, we are mentioning the codec information here. That's actually how that coding and decoding will be done internal actually here. We are actually taking the multi-line input actually. This is our log pattern. Okay, year, month, that's a month, date, month number, and time here I'm mentioning here. Okay, so convert in this to format, actually negative is a true here. Okay, so what is equals to previous? These are the reserved words, you just represent as it is. Okay, now filter, we are going to mention here, it's a tab space, and yet. I mentioned some error message, right, from the yet. Okay, read that actually messages and add a word that's actually it's a message keyword. Okay, and represented tags, that's actually stack trace tag. Okay, that will be stored in this format actually. With these words only, we can search at Kibana. Okay, and finally, we have to mention that, okay, print that content to, okay, that's a Ruby debug, internally uses a Ruby concept actually here. Okay, where to print, elasticsearch.host. We just uncommented this location. Okay, this one here. Read it from here and do some filtering and give it to Elastic. Logstash will read and do some conversion and give it to Elastic here. It will store, okay, and we can search here particular format. Kibana will read it here and display here. Whenever you try to search something, go to Elastic. Elastic will support searching based on the commands given by Kibana, and it will print here. Okay, so here it's a simple configuration file here I wrote. Okay, now we have to run this command actually. Okay, so what is the command we have to run here? Logstash, it's a dot batch or something, let it be here, and press enter. Take some time. And meanwhile, you can start your application too. It's a mylogs, it's a empty. I'm just running our application also. Okay, but we have to do one more. I'll just write one data conversion. Even stack trace also I want to read. Here I want to read stack trace. This stack trace also I want to print here in a particular format actually here. Okay, this one returns actually void type. Okay. So it supports a streaming format here. Of course, you can just leave that, but I want to print here. I'll do one thing. So I'll be taking to a print writer object. It's a print writer object I'm just taking here. Okay. So we have to store in a particular file or some location. Okay. I will be taking string representation object. That's a string writer. It's a SW, a new string writer. I'll pass this. So reading this stack trace into string representation format. Okay, because we can't read this actually directly because it returns void type. So here, so this print stack trace method, one more is there actually. It's a print stream. Okay, it's a print stream. Okay, its subtype is actually print writer. I'm just taking here. I'll be passing this one. That will be writing to this string object. Okay, so here I'm just taking this stack trace, and there I'm writing to PW. Okay, then finally we have to convert into string format here. Okay, that's actually string writer. It's a .to string. Okay, instead of writing in a catch block, it doesn't look good. I'll do one thing here. I'll just write app util, one utility class. Okay, I'll be writing here, get log support data. Okay, you just pass your exception information here. It's a E. Okay, I'll create this additional class here, like a app util, so that you can reuse this code. Stack trace data, what is printed at console, I just want to write to a log file, not more than that here. Instead of class, you can use interface in case of Java 8 that supports static methods also there. So this one, I wrote like this. Okay, just I'm returning the same. It's a string format. So wherever you want this content, okay, instead of writing in every catch block, just write like this. Of course, you can print it console also here. I'll show what exactly printed console. Same thing will be written to a log file representation format. Okay, in a string format, I'm just printing here. This one I'll print to a log. Just I'm writing it's a log dot error. Something I'll write keyword exception. Okay, I'll show this output format also, how it is printed. With some exception, complete trace will be printed. It's some simple core Java code I wrote actually here. Look at print writer. I'm just taking here. So here I'm just taking it's a print writer. This print writer data is reading actually from your stack trace and convert it to string representation. It's a string writer and calling toString method that I'm just printing into a log file. Okay, you can just ignore this one. It's not mandatory. It is also a good process to just get complete information here. Now I'm running this application. Spring Boot application by default runs on port number 8080. If you want, you can just modify by writing server.port also. You can just modify that one here. Okay, wait for a second. Localhost, just I'm writing 8080 slash payment slash do pay. It is just showing success message. And if you come here, one log file is created. See here, it is showing here. It's a stack trace we printed here. Okay, see here it is showing something like runtime exception. See, I just added a word like this, exception dash Okay, this is a keyword so that I can read here. Okay, here it's showing complete information. Yet like this, it is showing here all the informations. These are the lines here. Just I want to append this one, not more than this. That's why I converted here exception dash. Okay, so that I can read with that keyword clearly. Okay, that's fine here. Okay, so this content is completely printed in a log file. Now this log file we have to read. Okay, now again here is not over. Run application and enter URL in browser or some Postman tool. You can just use testing purpose here. It's a testing purpose. This application started. Okay, now we have to do setup. That's a configuration we have to do in Kibana software. That's actually Kibana UI. We have to go there. Okay, Kibana configuration we have to do here. One-time configuration. Okay, so that's actually searching pattern we have to create. Okay, searching pattern we have to create. Some additional steps we have to do. Step number 1. Okay, first to go to Kibana UI. First you need to go to Kibana UI. This is running on port number 5601. Okay, so already we are at Kibana UI only here. Just I'm pressing enter here. Okay, it started like this. Okay, next go to option dashboard. Okay, click on menu options here. 3 dots, 3 lines are there, right? Just click on that. Here we will be finding one option. It's a dashboard. Okay, click on this dashboard. Okay, it is asking first time if you are looking, then only it will ask. Next time you need not to do here. Create your first dashboard. Okay, there is option create dashboard. It's only one time you have to do. Okay, need not to do again and again. Just click on create new dashboard. Okay, so for searching purpose, you need to create one index pattern. For searching purpose, you need to create one index pattern in the Kibana here. Okay, so that's actually step number 1. Create one new dashboard. Okay, provide one search index pattern. Okay, so you just confirm one keyword based search actually here. Okay, just I'm mentioning here, observe, create one index pattern. Okay, they are mentioning some names like this here. Okay, something like ABC star. Okay, make sure that that is not repeated again and again. Okay, use hashtag to match some additional keywords actually here, and these symbols not allowed they are saying here. Okay, so here I am just taking index pattern here, something like log stash dot star. Okay, ABC dot star here, something like you can mention here. Okay, so I'm just writing this one index pattern here. Okay, so here it's a logstash file. It's creating actually by default. Okay, so I'm just creating the next step here, and here searching based on timestamp. I'm just mentioning the field actually here. Okay, and click on create index pattern. Okay, it's done. So logstash, it's a search. It's created here with our logstash connectivity is done here with the logstash configuration. It's a done, and choose timestamp here. Okay, that's done. And next, go to search screen actually. That is called discover. There is an option. It's a discover option. Just go and search there. Click on discover here. It will show here. See, you are able to see all the details. You might be something font size is somewhat small. Unable to process payment balance exception here. See, some timestamp and keyword is Java. Look at here, and ID is this one. Index and some additional keywords are given here. What is this and all? It's a message. You can search based on this actually here one by one. Okay, so search patterns are there actually available fields. Okay, ID is there, index, score, there's actually type. Okay, additional words are there actually. Okay, instead of Java word actually you can give some name in the configuration file. Okay, so choose discover option. Okay, now for example you want to search based on particular timestamp here. Okay, it is showing last 15 minutes data only. you can just click on show dates option. Show dates option here. You can just mention all the details, start date, and enter all the information here, and click on some calendar here. Okay, you can just mention all the information here. Today, last 24 hours, last 1 year data, refresh. It will load everything. Okay, you can just see. Even you can filter by. Okay, you can filter the details actually here based on the date. Okay, or particular message. Click on this message actually here. So 16 records is actually showing here. Okay, so particular timestamp information will be showing here. Visualize the data here. Okay, on what date and time it has come here. Of course, today only, no data available here. Okay, so this visualization will be very easy actually. Come here. It's a dashboard you configured here. Okay, already it's configured here, and discover. You can just see here. Okay, it's a filter options. You can just check it. Okay, you can search based on particular message. Okay, what is the message? Okay, message equals or any exists something here. Okay, you can just mention all the information here. What is the message? I'll write here. Something like unable. Just update. See here. That matching has come. It's a message. Look at this actually stored as a message key. Or else you can search something like a host, like path keyword, like based on anything we can just mention here. This is a construction created, this is a structure created in our log config file. Okay, let us open the config file one more time. Observe here. Look at here. Okay, matching words we added two here, message and stack. Remaining will automatically comes actually timestamp and all by default here. Okay, it's a yet that's actually adding message. First yet adding message here, you can see. Let us remove this one. Okay, click on update. See here, you can see. Okay, so we added one tag word, actually it's a type Java and path. This we can search even. It's a path. You can see what is your log file path. So you can see all the information here. So you can search based on the date and time here. Choose this option here. For example, last 3 weeks data you want to see here. Apply. Refresh, it will load. Of course, here only 1 day data is there. You can just refresh continuously and you can just load. So here it's loaded here. Okay, it's a simple UI tool. Font size is a bit small. Actually, I think you may not see. I'm just increasing the size. Okay, look at this one. So this is a search screen. You can just do refresh here. And filter commands, actually, you can just mention what exactly do you want to search. And all the results will be given here. All the results will be given here. For example, you want to see error messages. You want to see error message. Just type here. It's a message. Okay, what is a message? That's actually error. Okay, click on update. Scroll down here. You can see error. Hope you are able to see that highlighted color. It's a error. Message error. So you can see all the errors. And now you update the date and time. Okay, for example, today, of course, today only available, and refresh at what time it is showing here. So it's around 8:30 and 9 o'clock here, showing all the information here. Date and time information you can search. So it will be easy even for years data searching also. Okay, it will be easy actually for years data searching also. Okay, so the same thing available in your log file. Let me open this log file actually here. Now see, it's just now executed 238 lines has come. If it's executed continuously for 1 year, then assumption how many files will be created actually. Of course, from backup files also it will read the data. Okay, there could be multiple lengthy for content will be there. It will continuously read. It will be creating manual backups also. Okay, this actually going to read the content and it's going to visualize here. Okay, so that is actually benefit of this ELK tool here. Okay, so this is a configuration. Okay, I'll share one document also with you. I have prepared this one. I'll share in Facebook group here, in my Facebook group. I think already I shared yesterday for reference purpose. Here we have Spring Boot ELK converted. Just click on this one. It will start downloading, and there you can just check it, this file. Open that one. Okay, I just gave the process here. So ELK, it's a log stash. It will collect and transfer the data, search and analyze, okay, and visualize and manage. These are three tools actually: Logstash, Elasticsearch, and Kibana. This is an execution flow. Okay. So what is ELK stack? I just explained some words actually. And the same process, what are the nodes I just gave here? Okay, available in this document. How to download and configure Elasticsearch, Kibana, and Logstash. This is a content, config file content. Clearly I gave here. And whatever the example we wrote actually here. It's an app util just to convert the content, print, stack, trace data also. Okay. And at last, okay, this actually log lines, if you want to check here what to do. Go to Kibana UI dashboard configuration and then discover with some index pattern. Sample screens also I gave here. Okay, create a new dashboard, create an index pattern, enter the pattern name, any name here, something like just take here logstash. Okay, there mention the timestamp here, and you can search. Sample screens also I gave here. I have posted in my Facebook group / the Java temple. This notes also I have posted there. This is Facebook group. This is my email ID. I'll just post there. And even this code updated to GitHub account also with this process. It's a ELK. Sample nodes available. And here, logstash config file available. You can see, click on this one. It's a logstash config available here. This content available. You can just example also there. It's a GitHub link. For the configuration and nodes. Okay. So thank you for session. Download this and practice.